Seeing a relatively underwhelming response to my last video, I decided to do some marketing for myself, and hence I posted a link of my video on a wrestling subreddit, to which the response was even more underwhelming because people were seeing that post but not clicking on the link and watching the video. And that stat, just like my subscribe to non-subscribe ratio of my viewers, is a bit insulting to me, and hence I've decided to finally take a stand. So here I am, taking a stand, and possibly with these lights I have a bit more clarity in my life as well. Hello and welcome to Suradox Wrestle. This is Wrestle Reviews, where we review today's episode of Tuesday Morning Raw. In today's Raw from Tampa, Florida, after a fiery start to the episode, it surely gets a little slow in the middle with some okay matches. But still, some new narratives and personal feuds were explored, and the ending doesn't disappoint. Let's move to the first segment of the show, Gunshot Recap, providing you a concise gist of the happenings in today's episode, co-powered by Real American Rifle's brother. Paul Heyman starts off the episode with the introduction of the new main event faction. Braun Breaker is the attack dog, the Terminator. Big Bronson Reed, a violent, reckless tsunami. Heyman acknowledges the past feud between Seth and Bronson Reed and justifies his addition to the faction by stating that Bronson Reed could do what Roman and Punk could not do, and that is afflicting pain to none other than the visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, the epitome of epiphany, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth announces his intention for Money in the Bank to control the face of championships. Penta wins the triple threat match against Chad Gable and Dragon Lee and qualifies for the Money in the Bank. I say this at the top of my lungs, this was his best match so far. Guys, I urge you to watch this match. It's one of the best openers to a Raw in really long time. I'm serious. No, stop this video right now. Come again later. But first, watch this match on Netflix. Today's episode, first match, opening match of today's episode. I really urge you to watch this match. You will not be disappointed. Liv Morgan is back at the clubhouse and she tells Dom she finds things between him and Roxy to be interesting. She challenges Kairi for a match which she loses due to a mess up between Roxy and Raquel Rodriguez. She blames Raquel and says she should have done better considering she is the veteran. Rusev taps Tozawa out in under 3 minutes in an absolute squash match, and then he proceeds to annihilate him even further. But Sheamus saves the day as he scares him off and stares at him, possibly setting up a future feud. By the way, this Liverpool jacket on Sheamus looks absolutely boss. The New Day defend their tag titles successfully in a triple threat tag match. World Heavyweight Champion main event Jey Uso treats Tampa and all of us to a yeet session. But then he gets confronted by none other than Gunther. He tells Gunther that he is going to tap him out in Phoenix, Arizona on Raw after Money in the Bank, just like he did at WrestleMania. Lyra and Becky face off. Becky tells Lyra that she will be holding her hand as the winner as they face off at Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn had a lot to deal with in this episode. First, there is Killer Cross. He tells him that he'll deal with him later, as he had a triple threat match with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. He had previously asked Jey Uso for a help, and Jey Uso promised him that he'll deliver in case of any interference. He'll be there to help him, and he stood by his promise. Because further in the match, Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker were there. Seth Rollins takes advantage of the situation, curb storms Finn Balor on the chair given to Finn by Dominic Mysterio. But hold your laughs as CM Punk is there to give Seth Rollins the final blow. Now it's time for my favorite segment of the day, El Momento Memorable, discussing the memorable spots featured in today's episode, co-powered by La Gente Huawei. see Penta picking up Dragon Lee in a backpack position, and Chad Gable now in the river plunge position, and a simultaneous knee breaker and a pile driver. What a move! Absolutely devastating. It looks as if Chad Gable was really injured, but he carried on, completed the match, and completed the other segments. We just hope there isn't a minor injury or there isn't a scare going further. What a move by Penta. There you see Chad Gable and Penta on the announcer's table, and out of nowhere, Dragon Lee, like a tracer bullet, as Ravi Shastri would say. I mean, these three tore the house down, put on a clinic, and what a banger of a match. I mean, paisa vasool match. And that is it for today, my wrestling bandhus. See you in the next episode of Wrestle Reviews. Till then, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel like. Take care and peace.